These days, Gen Zs and millennials, everyone is getting into following trends and all.
Right.
So, what is the science behind it? It is like related to science, or is it a marketing gimmick for social media engagement and views?
Wellness industry has grown massive. It's really become big. With so much social media and so much information floating all around, Gen Zs and millennials have grown with these messages.
But does it actually work psychologically for a very short term? Like if someone, an influencer is done.
So see, celebrities post वो एक चीज कर रहे हैं, but you see how disciplined they are behind that also. You know, they have their diets which are planned.
So does actually everyone need protein, or is it fine to just be fit without protein, or plant-based diets?
Supplements are basically convenience. Some people might need it. Dals, pulses, sprouts, eggs, chicken, fish, tofu. ये सारी चीज़ें अगर आप इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं अपनी डाइट में, you can achieve your protein requirements. Overuse of them can cause more harm than good. You know, it can disturb your gut microflora. It can cause electrolyte imbalance. It can cause dehydration. A good body is made in your kitchen and not in the gym. It's 70% diet, 30% workout. Consistency is the key. If you're consistent, you need nature and you need your body. That's it.
So I have heard about this yoga for belly fat. Are we just ignoring the mental and spiritual reasons why we do yoga?
We cannot just link yoga directly to belly fat. Fat reduction नहीं होता है basically. When you're eating something, you're gaining calories overall. You lose calories overall. Everyday abs करने से भी आपके abs नहीं बनेंगे. You know, abs are a very core muscle. They are very deep tissue.
So my friend introduced me to this hydrogen water. I want to know that is there a science behind it?
Hydrogen water is basically your regular water which is infused with extra hydrogen.
The hydrogen water, does it really help in the gut issues?
So when it comes to gut health, it does have anti-inflammatory properties. It improves your digestion in your gut by promoting a good gut microbiome, by increasing your healthy gut bacteria.
So this is Khushbu Mata. She's a certified nutritionist with over 15 plus years of experience, and she is already working on her brand called Gut Potion, and it's going to be very soon launched. When is it coming out?
Very soon on the quick e-commerce.
Okay, on the quick e-commerce is going to be available. So let's begin.
Yes. So thank you, Jatin, for having me over. And it's an absolute pleasure being here. Looking forward for a lot of busting a lot of insights. So without further ado, I think let's dive in.
Let's begin. So the first topic what I wanted to discuss was like last week I was speaking to my friend, and she was on a 5-day lemon water cleanse.
Okay.
Like she wanted a detox, or wanted to feel better, and but nothing actually worked. She was like more frustrated and all. She had a fight in the office also. I'm not sure if that really works, but now that we are following so many trends on Instagram or social media everywhere, I wanted to understand, like, does these things really work? Like all the trends we are following when it comes to gut cleansing, when it comes to yoga, what is it, face yoga. So please enlighten me. How does that work?
Sure. So I'll break it down. I'll take one at a time. So when you talk about face yoga, like you mentioned, so it basically involves exercises to like tone and strengthen your facial muscles. Face yoga is all about that. But the thing is, it will not overnight. Then you cannot see like drastic changes, like वो आपका skin sagging improve कर लेगा, या deep wrinkles हटा देगा. It has shown to studies have shown slight benefits, like maybe improve blood flow. Making your facial appearance look a little better, like thoda cheekbones ko full kar dega. But you have to really be consistent. You have to do it like over time, maybe like weeks or like months together. तो जाके आपको थोड़ा सा improvement दिखेगा. But it's for like if you're looking at like stress and relaxation and just slightly improve blood flow, you can like go for it basically. So that's about facial yoga when you mentioned. Talking about gut cleanse, too much happening around it. You must have heard about your juice diets and colon cleansing and what not. Basically, your supplements and this and that. But honestly, I'll tell you, our body is naturally designed. We have our kidney, our liver, and our gut. is designed in such a way that they are naturally detoxifying itself. You know,
Yeah.
gut cleanse are marketed as ways to like detoxify your gut, to improve your digestion. But these three humble organs are doing their job really well in us, you know,
Okay.
basically. So when you talk about these gut cleanse,
Hmm.
yeah, too much marketing around it,
Uh,
you know, and in fact, overuse of them can cause more harm than good. You know, it can disturb your gut microflora, it can cause electrolyte imbalance, it can cause dehydration. So if I tell you bottom line, nothing can beat like a good high fiber diet, you
Yeah.
know, including fermented foods. These two techniques are proven than your 3-day gut cleanse
Okay.
hacks, basically. You know, so
Alright.
nothing can beat your good food, clean eating,
Yeah.
limiting your junk intake and things like that.
Okay, because I know that I have also, personally tried somewhat, some green teas. There were a set of green teas which were told that okay, over a period of 15 days or 20 days,
Right.
I think 21 days, and it's going to help in your digestion and everything, but
Correct.
it did not work well.
So there's
I'm
no
not sure.
harm in taking them, but it's not
Yeah.
proven कि आप ये लेंगे तो ही
हाँ.
आपका liver irrespective और kidneys
हाँ.
काम करने वाली हैं.
हाँ.
You know, they are designed to detox,
Acha,
basically.
also, does it like depend body to body? Like every body has a different, function,
Definitely, definitely,
because it
definitely.
might work for someone, but it might not work for the other one. Same things.
Yes. So it's not like one size fits
Ah.
all, you know, because there are so many clients who come to us and they're like, my friend did this, can even I do this? But you
Yes.
know, the results are very different. So you have to like individualize it, like customize it for everyone, basically.
Okay, so as I told you that I have also followed, one of the trends. So I want to understand, like these days, Gen Zs and millennials, everyone is getting into all this trends, following trends and all.
Right.
So what is the science behind it? Like, is it like actually something? It is like related to science, or is it just a marketing gimmick for social media engagement and views?
So you know, over the past 10 to 15 years, you can say the wellness industry has grown massive. It's really become big.
Yeah.
You know, so from your old school dieting, it has become to a more holistic approach to health.
Okay.
And with so much social media and so much information floating all around, you know, Gen Zs and millennials have grown with these messages. They are always
Yeah.
surrounded with them. तो कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है यार उनको blame करना चाहिए क्या? You know, because they've just been so much anxiety around, so much influence around these things like inflammation and environmental stressors and you know, all these things. So they feel, or they feel that it's natural, that they need to follow all this. They take this ke if we have to do this as a way of self care. And you know, because if they are seeing their favorite, like too much influencer marketing,
Yes.
celebrities posting, they've glamorized it too much, I feel. Like even if we'll see you see your favorite actor posting, oh, my morning detox
Yes,
drink.
yes,
So
correct.
you know, Gen Zs tend to relate it. Even I need it. Even I'll get like, if I'm looking like good energy and you know, good looks and that flat abs, this is something that I need to take. You know, there's no harm, but then they're just like swearing by it, and they're taking. So these are like small steps, I feel. Versus if you tell these Gen Zs and millennials ke boss lifestyle change karna hai, and you know, you see what you are doing in the whole day, and not just by having like a morning green tea or like a green juice is going to help. So this is what needs to be imbibed in them. You know, currently they are getting too much carried away with all the information which is floating around, basically.
But does it actually work psychologically for a very short term? Like if someone, an influencer is done, and for the first 3-4 days, you actually start feeling it. कि हाँ यार ये मेरे लिए काम कर रहा है, because it's already set in the it has
So it's
set the tone
psychological
here.
also. See, celebrities post वो एक चीज कर रहे हैं, but you see how disciplined they are behind that also. You know, they have their diets which are planned. They are doing their regular workouts. They are eating good food. So you know, if you do all of that, then of course the results will show. You will feel automatically better and healthy and things like that.
But not for a like
Not just one thing. कि आप पूरा दिन, like say if you're not getting adequate exercise, you're not eating clean food, आप रात को जाके बाहर पार्टी कर रहे हो, you're binging on alcohol or weekend cheat meals, और सिर्फ आप सुबह एक green tea या कुछ लेके बैठे हो. So this is, I think you're just making yourself happy, basically. You know.
Correct. So also like these the gourmet 3-day gourmet, what is it,
Gut cleanse
gut
and
cleanse and all.
detox diet.
So I am also like, sometimes I feel that I should continue doing it, but I'm just not able to be consistent enough.
So basically these, like your 3-day fluid diets or liquid diets, we also get many people के अरे शादी है फैमिली में, जल्दी वेट लॉस करना है, कैन यू सजेस्ट लाइक अ 3-day डिटॉक्स, और बहुत ज़्यादा पार्टी कर लिया तो अभी आई वांट टू गेट ऑन ट्रैक, लाइक कैन आई स्टार्ट विथ लाइक अ 3-day डिटॉक्स डाइट, so a fluid diet, a liquid diet. So what happens on these diets is you're just losing water weight. फैट लॉस नहीं हो रहा है आपका. ओके, ऑन द स्केल यू विल फील हैप्पी कि 1 वीक में 2-3 किलो लूज कर लिए, बट दैट वेट इज गोइंग टू बाउंस बैक इक्वली फास्टर, बिकॉज आप सॉलिड्स खाना शुरू करोगे तो वो वेट डेफिनेटली आएगा. सो ऑन दीज लिक्विड डाइट्स एंड फ्लूइड डाइट्स व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इज you're losing your water weight, lot of electrolyte depletion. You must have noticed then in those 3 days, these people are literally having lightheadedness, headache, they are irritable, they are not able to focus at work. So all these are like,
but they are
the side
actually
effects.
can they feel that the weight has been reduced or something like that?
They do
वो
feel,
generally होता है, because if it happens then
हाँ.
it solves the purpose कि उनको तो शादी के लिए ही चाहिए था, हो गया है.
नहीं, but they are not feeling good about it, they are not happy about it. अगर आप अपने काम में focus नहीं कर सकते हो,
internal feeling जो internally it's not going to make
exactly,
you.
so it causes energy crash. Basically you're losing on your sugars, कितना imbalance create, you're losing on your electrolytes, so basically so much is happening which is not good. Muscle breakdown हो रहा है because your body needs energy. True. Right, body can basic source of energy is carbohydrates. You're devoiding yourself of carbs, तो body क्या करेगी, enough muscle storage है तो वो प्रोटीन्स मसल्स को ब्रेक डाउन करेगी और प्रोटीन्स को एनर्जी के लिए यूज करेगी. सो इनडायरेक्टली योर, एंड दैट विल स्लो योर मेटाबॉलिज्म. So then once you start eating normal food, this slowed metabolism, you've lost your electrolytes, so the weight is going to bounce back faster. और फिर इतना yo-yo create हो जाता है, they've like experimented so much with their body that the fat gets really stubborn. Then बाद में वो healthy weight loss करना gets very difficult.
All right.
Yeah.
So like when I started working out like 10 years back, I started with gym.
Okay.
And when I started with gym, I thought कि trainer भी ज़रूरी है. Then I thought कि protein powder भी ज़रूरी है. And I was like कि थोड़ा सा consistent होना भी obviously ज़रूरी है. So but I never got the results as such कि मैं सब कुछ भी कर रहा था. Obviously I was not consistent enough, but in my mind it was that कि अगर मैं जिम जाऊँगा तो मैं properly fit रहूँगा. अगर मुझे कोई बोल दे कि मेरे को 100 meters किसी के साथ भागना है and all that, तो वो नहीं हो पाता था. Obviously. तो why is it always linked, like fitness is linked to expensive gyms and memberships? Like gym sets हो गए या machines and all whatever are there. Why is it always linked to that?
So it's not at all necessary. Basically I would always say कि a good body is made in your kitchen and not in the gym. It's 70% diet, 30% workout. That's the ratio. आपको वर्कआउट करना है. इफ यू आर लाइक अ स्टूडेंट इन लो बजट या you don't want to invest in fancy gym memberships, it is absolutely fine. What you need, consistency is the key. If you're consistent, you need nature and you need your body. That's it. You see exercises like squats, lunges, push-ups हो गए, pull-ups हो गए, burpees हो गए. आप ये सारा कुछ अच्छे से कर लोगे, that's like a good workout.
That's more of a functional training.
More of a functional training. You want to add strength to it. आपको weight add करना है. Take two bottles of water. If you're a student, एक bag लो, उसमें books भरो, वो आपका weight हो गया. What you have to do, repetitions, and then you want to add challenge to your muscle. Increase your reps, slow your movements. So you're adding, you're challenging your muscles. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि जिम में ही बॉडी बनती है. यू लुक एट योर ओल्ड स्कूल एथलीट्स, आप एथलीट्स को देख लो, आप हमारे सोल्जर्स को देख लो, जिमनास्ट रेसलर्स को देख लो. वट देव ऑलवेज बीन ट्रेनिंग इन नेचर एंड just their body is the resistance. Okay. So basically consistency is the key, what you need in terms of exercise. Good 4 to 5 days of workout also, if you're managing for yourself, it's absolutely fine.
Okay, so does it include like everything, like for example it has Running also is
Yeah, you need a
included
balance.
there.
So like a mix of good like strength
हाँ.
training and cardio because they both have their benefits, you know.
Okay.
And nowadays, in fact, अगर आप trend भी देखेंगे, so these studio setups are
हाँ.
doing, so they're running because in fact people are bored of those weights and that machines, you know. They
Correct.
like to do like functional training where their own body is like their resistance. यहाँ छोटा budget है, you know invest in simple things like a basic resistance band हो गया, एक छोटा medicine ball हो गया, या एक gym ball हो गया, एक pull up bar हो गया. I think these 3 to 4 essential things and consistent, you can just go down in your building, go to your building terrace, and you can do a good workout. Nowadays, even there's so much happening in the gardens and in the you know, on the promenades. The government is building those gyms and all, which is a very good way of encouraging exercises in everyone as well.
Okay.
You know.
So for students, I think this is the best sort of
for everyone. Even if you want to like work out in the fresh air, and you know why work out in that enclosed ambience? You can just open air workout like that. Like that's my personal choice. I'd always prefer that over a gym.
You don't prefer gyms and all?
In the natural, it's more
but
better.
but they actually work. Like gyms also work. Like
They of
now
course
that
work.
I've started working out in a gym,
Of course, it's
I
not that
feel,
they don't work.
yes,
Yes, I do go to the gym also. I do enjoy my weight training as well. But it's not like a mandatory thing. Okay, you need like fancy gyms
For
or
weight training, you suggested take 2
invest
liters
in
of
a
bottles.
trainer. You know, वो pros हैं. मतलब आप if you can do it very well. If you cannot do it, also there are ways. Basically, वो excuse नहीं होना चाहिए कि oh if I'm not invested in a gym membership, I cannot work. Basically.
Weight training का what did you say कि क्या हम कर सकते हैं if something we have to do it at home? So
squats हो गए, lunges हो गए, you know push-ups हो गया, pull-ups हो गया. You can do all these exercises and you're good to go. Your tricep dips हो गया. You can keep your weight on your thighs. Or you can just carry a backpack and you can do tricep dips. So I think हर एक muscle का workout आप घर पे कर सकते हो.
So does actually everyone need protein, or is it fine to just be fit without proteins or plant-based diets?
So protein industry, not everyone needs protein. Supplements as such. Supplements are basically convenience.
Okay.
You know, if you're someone who is like very busy, who cannot cook a meal for yourself, you know, and or too much traveling, if your lifestyle is such, then we can look at it, okay? But if you are someone who can consciously make an attempt to include one good source of protein in every meal that you are consuming, you know, as long as you're eating protein-rich foods like your dals, pulses, sprouts, eggs, chicken, fish, tofu, ये सारी चीज़ें अगर आप include कर सकते हैं अपनी diet में, so you can achieve your protein requirements on paper. You know, you can achieve them. Supplements, it's not, so some people might need it, okay? So like I mentioned, if you're an athlete, if you're working out multiple times, you know, you're a vegan, and if you're like say allergic to say soy or tofu, so they are someone who cannot meet the protein, उनका protein requirement थोड़ा सा difficult हो जाता है. Then in those cases, vegan supplements, vegan protein powders, like plant-based protein powders is what we can recommend them. If you're having any health issue, you know, some person is like underweight and just not able to eat that much in terms of food, you know, then in those cases, we do recommend, okay? But it's not that कि अगर आपने आज gym join किया, आपको आज protein भी खरीदना है या प्रोटीन भी लेना है. If you can follow a good balanced diet, the protein requirement can definitely be met.
Okay. So is there a difference between the normal regular protein or a plant-based protein? Like how are they so different? Or are they just same? Like
no, it's of course not same. You know, there are genuine vegan people who cannot digest, who cannot tolerate your whey protein. And you know it naturally causes them indigestion. They cannot digest the protein, the whey protein, the animal protein and things like that. So wo case mein plant-based protein, it's easier to digest, it's lighter. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about yoga.
Okay.
Is it actually effective in weight loss?
Definitely. So yoga does help in losing weight, okay, but it's not like a directly related. It's not like a magic fat burner as such. Okay, आपके जो traditional आसन्स होते हैं, योगा होते हैं, वो आपकी हार्ट रेट इतना एलिवेट नहीं करते हैं. सो दे डू नॉट बर्न मच कैलोरीज compared to your cardio, your strength training, your other high intensity workouts. But the more the other forms of yoga like your Pilates and power yoga, they do elevate your heart rate. Okay, so they are like you know, they have other benefits which will indirectly contribute to your weight loss. So basically yoga has a lot of other benefits, like it will improve your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. तो वो आपकी appetite पे भी reduce करेगा. That will help you. It will make you yoga generally makes you more mindful about eating. It makes you more mindful, so you know your eating choices आप जो choose कर रहे हैं उसमें there is an improvement. It reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, it induces good sleep, you know, which is equally important for losing weight. So I wouldn't say directly, but indirect, it improves your strength, it improves your stamina, flexibility improve karta hai basically. So if not directly, like if the result won't be like drastic, like pure weight loss, but the other benefits are so much, you know, कि वो indirectly it helps in a lot of way in losing weight basically. So you have to combine it with a lot of other factors as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just talked about mindfulness.
Yeah.
So it's again a term which is, you know, been used a lot in the past times.
Correct.
So what exactly is mindfulness? Like what is behind it? Like,
so it's like basically making yourself more aware. If
Okay.
you will tell me what is mindfulness, I'll tell you it's being more aware
Okay.
of what you are picking and choosing
Okay.
and putting in your body. You know,
Alright.
it's like
Okay.
you have to treat your body as a temple. Like respect it. आप क्या उसमें डाल रहे हो वो थोड़ा aware होके choose करिए
Okay.
वो options, and then see the benefits, वो returns जो आपको आपकी body देगी in terms of result will totally be like really like a feel good factor.
Acha, so like when it comes, so again, mindful eating is a different thing. I've heard this, like I read it somewhere that you said whatever you're eating it, so that would come under mindful eating, right?
Yeah.
Is there like any like on a larger like if we talk about just mindfulness, is it related to just eating something, or is it related to other factors also?
So basically, if you'll ask me like how do you achieve, so mindfulness I said is being more aware. How do you achieve mindfulness is basically doing practices like yoga,
Okay.
meditation.
Yeah.
You know, meditation is a thing which really makes you mindful. You know, ये सारे जो benefits हमने बात किए हैं, वो meditation basically it clears your thoughts. It makes you more conscious,
this
more
is what
aware.
I wanted to
थोड़ा
understand.
brain fogging clear होता है, तो आपकी choices में आपको वो help करता है. Not just in terms of food, but even outside. Even when at work, you're able to make better decisions.
Yes, correct.
Emotionally, you know, you're able to think more clearly. You know, you must have observed जो लोग meditation करते हैं, the ones who are at pros, you'll see that calmness on their face.
Yes.
In terms of food or their work, they are very
there is
composed,
this,
you know.
mindful reading also, there's mindful eating also. There's
वो
so
थोड़े
many
terms जो trendy हो जाते हैं, वो people tend to like just relate
So on a
it
whole,
everywhere.
like what you said
it's like
is
a more
like,
holistic
correct.
approach, like we say, and you know, वो yes, yoga, mindfulness, meditation, it's all like interconnected.
All right. So I have heard about this yoga for belly fat. So I want to know, like, what is it like? Are we just ignoring the mental and spiritual reasons why we do yoga when it comes to just specific, you know, yoga for belly fat?
So see, we cannot just link yoga directly to belly fat, or rather, no one form of exercise can give you like spot reduction नहीं होता है basically. When you're eating something, you're gaining calories overall, you lose calories overall. Similarly, जो weight gain होता है, so there's no spot reduction. If you tell me कि today I just want to lose my fat around my belly or around my thighs or around my arms, is there any one form of exercise? So there's no one form of exercise which will just help you. It's like overall workout करना पड़ता है आपको. Yoga does strengthen your core muscles. आपके वो core muscles को definitely strength करेंगे, improve करेंगे. But these are purely gimmicks. अगर वो बोलते हैं कि it will not just burn your belly fat away.
Okay, so there is no yoga for specifically for burning
for
belly fat.
any exercise, rather just for like one specific body part. It's always like overall workout करना पड़ता है. In fact, I tell my clients, you want to, you know, tighten your core, abs like everyday abs करने से भी आपके abs नहीं बनेंगे. You know, abs are a very core muscle. They are very deep tissue. When you work out your legs, your legs is the largest muscle in the body. जब आप legs workout करते हो, आपका कोर thoroughly तभी warmed up होता है. So in fact, I tell my clients, leg days पे workout abs नहीं miss करो. You know, not like every second day you're going for cardio, treadmill पे आप भाग रहे हो और आप abs कर रहे हो और तभी भी आपको कुछ result नहीं दिख रहा है. You know, abs, to work out your abs, your core really needs to be warmed up, and that happens when you're working out your legs.
Okay.
So that's one tip which I always tell my clients. कि जब दो, if you're working out, like you're doing a lower body routine twice,
Yeah.
do your abs twice a week, which is more than enough, and not like every second day.
Okay. That's quite insightful.
Yeah.
So my Instagram says that you should skip dinner. You should have, like, walk 10,000 steps a day, or you should eat after 18 hours, and all sorts of things. I'm just confused about it. Like, does it really work, or is it just another way of
Okay.
scrolling reels?
So let me break it down for you. So when you talk about fasting, or like say intermittent fasting, see, it works for some and it doesn't work for some people.
Yeah.
Okay, if it works for you, it's fine. So like some people like to have that routine eating.
Yeah.
So 18 hours, 16 hours
16
आपने
hours,
fast
yes,
किया,
yes.
and 8
Yeah.
hours window period.
Yeah.
So in that you are restricting your calorie intake in that
Yeah.
8 hours of period. So
Correct.
basically it's like controlled eating. Okay, fasting has shown to improve insulin sensitivity, control your
Yes.
hunger hormones, reduce your inflammation. So if it works for some, it works beautifully. Okay, but it doesn't work for everyone. Some people tend to binge eat in the next meal. When
that
the
happens, yes.
frame
Yeah.
eating time आता है, they tend to binge eat. Some people, it affects किसी की sleep बहुत ज़्यादा affect हो जाती है. Personally, you ask me, I can't go to bed when I'm hungry. I have to have had my dinner well. So it affects their mood, irritability. So सबको, it's not for everyone basically.
Okay.
But if it works well for someone, if it's planned,
Yeah.
then there is absolutely no harm in doing it.
Okay.
Then when we say about moving 10,000 steps, that's like a legit goal. It's a good advice.
Yeah.
Okay. So 8,000 to 12,000 तो average ballpark figure हम 10,000 steps भी पकड़े. So because moving is good, it's linked to like improved heart health, improved digestion, and better sleep. You're tired, so sleep improves. It improves your digestion, your blood flow. So yes, movement is, of course, then if you're not able to even get your workout, but if you're managing to achieve that 10,000 steps, you cannot replace it, but it is at least better than doing nothing, like than being more sedentary. So 10,000 steps, if someone is consciously monitoring it, it's a good way to achieve some form of activity basically.
Okay.
And then we talk about going vegan. Like Instagram says go vegan. Again, it depends. I say if you really have certain health conditions, like you cannot digest the lactose, like milk and milk products basically. अगर आपको नहीं suit हो रहा है, you're someone who doesn't want to include animal protein in your diet. So if you're going vegan, get it planned under supervision.
Okay.
Because there are certain nutrients like your vitamin B12, your proteins, your iron, so certain nutrients जो ज़्यादा non-veg foods में present होते हैं.
Okay.
So then if you're going vegan, you cannot compromise on those nutrients. So you have to make sure that you are including sufficient foods, or if you need supplements, then so if then you're making conscious attempt to include that in your diet as well.
Okay.
Otherwise some just go vegan, yes, because it's trending, and then they'll overdo on the mock meats which are there, जो vegan कहलाते हैं, या vegan desserts कहलाते हैं, and then they are overdoing it, so then it's not showing that result to them.
Okay.
So I always say that it has to be planned under supervision. Do it under an expert guidance.
Okay. Okay. So मैं अपने personal experience से बताता हूँ that I've been doing 10,000 steps.
Okay.
I've been doing intermittent. That I've been fasting for 16 hours every day. Like mostly 5 to 6 days तो week में हो ही जाता है.
Okay.
So now that I've started with something, it's like I fast on Tuesdays, like a 24-hour fast.
Okay.
I want to just know, because intermittent is working well for me.
Okay.
It has like adjusted to my body, and even 10,000 steps be more or less हो ही जाता है, because I'm also working out. But this thing, I'm still not able to. It's been like 3-4 months now, and I've been fasting every Tuesday for 24 hours.
Okay.
I don't know if it's really working for me or not, because I can't measure I can't feel anything better also, and I can't feel anything like कि कुछ खराब हुआ है ऐसा.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, like the way we monitor,
Yeah.
like you're doing 10,000 steps nowadays, you have so many apps which can monitor your intake and stuff. So one advice what I can give you is just keep a track of your body composition also.
Okay.
Like just don't stand on the scale to see whether results आ रहे हैं कि नहीं आ रहे हैं. scale, that weight is just a number. You know, what actually matters is your body composition, what we say. So आपका
Okay.
muscle mass हो गया,
Yeah.
आपका fat हो गया, you know, water हो गया, your you know, so your BMI on paper. So have some expert to calculate that for you,
Okay.
or to monitor that for you basically. So you will know exactly your progress.
Okay.
Is it working for you? If you're seeing the result, so you know जो आपका targets है, are you meeting them? You know, like if you set a particular, if you want to achieve like your ideal body fat percent in men should be say between 10 and 20. Have you attained that by doing so much? If you're doing that, आपका BMI range में है कि नहीं है? Are you categorized under overweight or underweight or normal weight? So certain times we have to see the results on paper as well. You know, these numbers, certain numbers do matter.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk about this very weird thing, you know. Like it's there are times where, you know, while leaving the house, there's an urge to poop. Like, is it like digestion related, or is it like linked to your brain or something? How does that
So I would say this would be a little more psychological, on the
Yeah.
psychological front, basically. So you know, when you are about to say travel or take a flight or meet people, or you know you are going somewhere where you cannot access, you know, you don't have access to like say clean washrooms or something. So your brain senses a change. You
Okay.
know, even if it is not threatening, it gets a little panicky. You know, and this triggers something called as a fight or flight response, which is associated with like your sympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
You know, so it initiates that activity. Okay, if you're leaving, you know, use the washroom and then leave. Also, secondly, your gut, it's literally like a second brain. It has so many neurons in it, you know. So if there's some change, you know, the gut senses it, and it affects your gut movement basically.
Yes.
You know, so your gut gets a little hyperactive. In some people, it gets hyperactive. कि वो under stress, they tend to feel the urgency to use the washroom frequent, or they get loose stools, or they want to use the washroom a frequent number of times. You know, and it's also like conditioned behavior. You know, the way it is. Of course, it's the most healthiest. Like empty your bowels from the first thing that you wake up in the morning. So we've conditioned ourselves. We've trained ourselves to do that. So similarly, some people also get conditioned. उनका ये habit हो जाता है कि अभी मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ,
तो
or
you
if
have
I'm
to
going
just-
to the office or somewhere where I don't like to access the washroom, or if you're going to travel, then it's better if you use. So it's all in the brain. It's all in the mind. It's all psychological, and it's normal. If it is, it's a worry कि किसी को बहुत ज़्यादा stress में like loose stools हो रहे हैं, diarrhea हो रहा है, then maybe it requires some intervention.
Okay, but otherwise it's healthy. Like
It is fine,
okay,
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
All right. Why do we equate being healthy with being skinny?
Okay, so see, basically I would say your fashion, your movies, your magazines, they have glorified ultra thin bodies, and you know, I think health has just got lumped into that picture. You know, you see your celebrities, or you see actors, you see models, you know, always like skinny. They've portrayed it like skinny is being desirable, and that desirable has got mislabeled as healthy. You know, that's what I interpret it as basically. But that's not always the case. You know, also I feel your multi-dollar industry, like the ones who are making these weight loss pills, or your fat burning supplements, they have made a fortune. It's easier to sell these pills rather than to convince someone to invest in a good diet plan. You know, so you know, that's a little bit of sad part, what I would say. You know, you cannot, it's not, so basically it's not necessary that if you are thin you are healthy. You know, health cannot be judged by size. You know, a person who might look a little bigger, you know, might absolutely be fine when it comes to his or her parameters. Whereas a person who is skinny can have high blood pressure, can have high cholesterol, can have high sugars, and a person who is looking big at the same time, they might have all these parameters in check. You know, so I feel health is about overall. It's about how you look, how you feel. It's about your mental, emotional, so many things like your digestion, your sleep, your activity. So as long as your body can support you in doing everything fine, you are healthy. And it's just not about being thin or skinny. So I know people have these, like in their 40s also they want to look like say 30s, and in their 60s they want to look like 40s or 50s. But no, so your body is also like cells and mass. It's like volume. It will grow with age. So the faster you accept it, the better it is for you.
Okay. But does that really but in some cases it really happens. Like I've seen people in 50s but they still look 40s, like age wise.
See, if they're maintained,
Maybe genetics or
yeah, to some extent genetics. So people are nowadays conscious from way before.
Yeah.
Basically from the very beginning. They are more conscious. Like people who are in their 30s, the health conscious people, they know they're going to near 40 soon. So they start a good supplement routine beforehand. So the more you take care of your body, it's going to reflect. It's going to be a basically reflection of how you take care of yourself.
Correct.
It's going to reflect that way. But no, not going in for like extreme measures just to look skinny. It's not necessary कि आप पतले नहीं हो तो आप healthy नहीं हो. Yeah.
Okay. So our next segment is ghar ka khana versus trendy diets. So like I've seen my mom, making dal, roti, sabzi, and throughout her entire life, and she's fit, she's fine, and everything. But मुझे कभी-कभी लगता है कि let's do a less calorie deficit diet and switch to avocado toast and all. But कब तक वो खाते थोड़े टाइम में like we are like
You again
what
feel
are
like
we
eating the
हाँ.
dal chawal.
Yes, so I want to understand like what is the psychology behind it, or is it like just
So definitely you can definitely lose weight with your ghar ka khana, that's our tradition, that's our roots. Like you said, your mom has been cooking and she is equally fit. So it is definitely possible. Like you do not have to get influenced and carried away with this Western culture कि fancy ingredients use करने से ही weight loss होता है basically. Our Indian superfoods are really amazing. We should not underestimate them. It's all about smart eating. अगर आपको इंडियन टिपिकल घर का खाना खा के वेट लॉस करना है, आप डेफिनेटली कर सकते हो. बट जस्ट गेट मोर वाइजर इन चूजिंग. सो आपको राइस या रोटी पसंद है, जस्ट हैव आइदर ऑफ द टू इन वन मील. साथ में दोनों मत खाइए, तो उससे डाइजेशन थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाता है. हैव अ रोटी. In the roti also you can nowadays switch to your millet rotis, basically jawar, nachni, bajri. उससे क्या होगा, आप एक रोटी खाएंगे and you will feel equally fuller compared to your 2 to 3 wheat chapatis basically. Okay, if you're like a rice lover, try to switch to like a red rice or brown rice, which is more fiber and less polished compared to your white rice. And then pair these things with a bowl of salad or vegetable, which is again fiber, which will make you feel fuller. And then of course comes the protein. So आपका दाल हो गया, आपका lentils हो गया, they are a powerhouse of protein. आपका non-veg हो गया. So make your pairings smart, make smart choices. Half of the plate should be covered with your seasonal colors and fresh like salads and vegetables. And then you have your roti or your rice basically. Again then be more mindful about the type of oil you're choosing. आप उसको less so like probably make it less oily. Choose a good cooking oil option. Load it less with ghee or saturated fat or white saturated fat completely, like butter and stuff like that. So there are a lot of ways. ये हम सब करके भी घर का खाना खा के we can definitely achieve weight loss. Sweets हो गए. Try to keep them in control. Moderation is the key basically. And restrict your sweet intake. So all these small steps if you follow, then definitely you don't need to trouble your mom with making an avocado toast for you.
Sure. But I want to know that there's a myth that rice khane se you gain weight. Is it true? Because I have seen people eating rice and they're like fit. For some people they are like, I don't know if it's true or not, but the people who are overweight, they tend to stop eating rice just because they think that it's gonna it's not going to help me in losing weight.
So like I said, it has to be individual, it has
हाँ.
to be customized. Now you see people living in the coastal region,
हाँ.
वो लोग rice
वो
खा
खाते
के
हैं,
ही
हाँ.
पले बड़े हुए हैं. So
हाँ,
if
and
you
it
will
doesn't affect
if you
them.
will tell them stop rice, they'll give you
हाँ.
such looks कि what are you telling me to do,
हाँ.
like, you know. So it is like the choice you make. The portion control has to make sense. आपको weight loss करना है और आपको rice खाना है, आप
हाँ.
खाइए. It's easier on digestion, it's good. Pair it with a dal, and there is no such combination as a dal and rice is a complete source of protein.
Okay.
And then make sure that the salad or the vegetable ka bowl is not missing with that, because of course it is little high on sugar. So आपका अगर उसमें fiber आ जाता है in form of salad, then you're making your digestion better. You're not creating that sugar rise, that insulin spike.
Yeah.
So it's about the pairing and it's about the quantity. Yes. So have like a small katori of rice and make sure the bowl of vegetable and dal is bigger. You know.
Okay. So I personally now I have stopped eating wheat. I don't eat wheat, and I feel that it's working for me.
Yeah.
I eat other like ragi. I eat jowar. I eat what is it called?
Bajra and
Bajra, yes,
makai,
bajra.
things like that, yes.
But I don't eat wheat, and I feel that it's working for me. But does that work for everyone? Like, can it work
Mostly
for?
because now currently the lifestyle is such, you know, socializing and itna hai कि we are already abusing our gut so much, you know, कि and wheat जो protein रहता है wheat में, that's the gluten. It is unfortunately lot of every second person is having allergies to gluten and they're not able to digest and break down gluten. So it's absolutely fine to switch to like millets over your wheat. It's definitely a healthier pick, and that is one which we suggest to everybody.
All right. You have started a brand which it's all about
Yes,
millets?
it's all about millet. It's called Gut Potion. So it's a brand which is inspired by the beauty of millets, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
So those are our roots. Like our ancestors have grown up eating millets. You know, back in those old days, there was no wheat and things like that. You know, so it's like always old fashioned, purana fashion वापस आता है. It's just that.
So, but when did this come? Like the gluten in the wheat and all, like does it really? Is it a thing? Like people, do they realize that they need to be like eat gluten-free food or something like that?
So at many a times people are getting some allergies. They are not able to realize, you know, and certain reactions which are happening. They're not able to digest. So when we analyze the diet, we go through it, and when we actually then try to stop the gluten, they feel, because gluten tends to cause a lot of indigestion, gas, bloating, you know, and everybody is not able to break it down as beautifully as they should. Okay. For some people it yet works fine, you know. So it's like if you're able to digest it, have it. If you're not able to digest it, you're not like going to lose out on something.
But how do they find out? Like, what are the symptoms or
so that
what
like I mentioned कि gas होता है, bloating होता
अच्छा,
है,
okay.
constipation होता है, and you
अच्छा.
know when the doctor also just terms it as IBS, and you know when they're not able, they just blame it to stress, कि stress related है. IBS
IBS
है,
is
irritable bowel syndrome. So
Okay,
basically, so when you're facing all these issues, and if you stop, and if we see that a person is facing all this and yet having gluten, we eliminate it completely, and the person is absolutely fine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So does everyone needs to get it checked? Because they would only
No,
know
it's
then.
not anything
Because
like.
it's also a very normal thing to have a gas problem or something. It's like
So there's nothing like as you check or something, but if you're facing these symptoms, you can automatically try to rule out basically.
Okay.
जैसे हमें allergies होती है, we try to analyze, अरे कोई nut खाया. The common allergens, it's very obvious कि common allergens eliminate करते हैं. Soy हो गया, nuts हो गया, milk हो गया. So now wheat is also a part of this. So we try to eliminate, and we come to know. So probably we tell our clients to keep like a food diary, or we suggest people to make a food diary.
What food is
write
working
down
for you.
what have you eaten, and that day how did you
How
feel?
did you feel? Correct.
You know, and if you observed something not happening, then we'll evaluate कि अच्छा ये दिन पे आपने ये खाया. Maybe this is a trigger.
Yes.
And so it's like a little bit of trial and error till we reach the conclusion.
Correct. Okay, so now we can talk about fasting for weight loss, and it's everywhere right now. Like everyone has tried it. I have tried it. Like people also, it's trending also.
Correct.
So how does it work?
So fasting for weight loss, yes, it is there everywhere, but it's not the one size fits all. It can be beneficial for some, but not for others,
Okay.
basically. So किस किस को ये benefit कर सकता है? Basically, some people are emotional eaters. They cannot control their hunger, you know, so they tend to overeat. So it's good for them because in a way they know 16 hours they are not supposed to eat and they are supposed to eat in that 8 hours. So that caloric intake उनका control हो जाता है, basically. Secondly, people who cannot, who have insulin, so fasting has shown to improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation. So basically, it can help in the long-term metabolic effects or overall results में ये help कर सकता है.
Okay.
And then आपको many people like to thrive on routines nowadays. You know, they like to, they are early risers, so they like to follow that pattern. They like to eat with the sunrise and they like to finish their meal early by evening. So it's good for them, you know. But it does not work for a lot of people as well. So basically, if you're someone who is in, say, like in the fitness profession, or you're an athlete, you're working multiple times a day, or your job is such over demanding that you're training to travel or something like that, and if you're not able to meet your energy requirements and your nutrient requirements in that stipulated period of time, like in that 8 hours आप उतना energy intake नहीं कर पा रहे हो, so it is not, then it won't be advisable because it will compromise on your productivity, you know. If you're feeling that energy is low, that irritableness, that lightheadedness, and if you're not able to focus on work, then it doesn't make sense, you know. So it can also people with, so fasting also creates like it's a state of stress for the body. So it is like increasing your cortisol levels, your stress hormone, basically. And if you're already prone to hormonal imbalance, like if you have thyroid issues and stuff like that, so ये cases में भी हम fasting we try to avoid. We do not recommend fasting for such people as well, you know. Also, of course, you're pregnant and breastfeeding women, we do not recommend fasting for them. And people who've already had an history of eating disorder, so you know, उनको मना करते हैं हम because they develop like a unhealthy relationship with food. Then you know, but तो the next meal में they tend to overeat, you know. वो उनको वो window नहीं दे सकते हैं because then they are so stressed, they are just waiting for that eating period to start and then they'll go all for the wrong choices and overeat के वो सारा कुछ फायदा ही नहीं रहता है उसका, you know. So it's, you really have to weigh किसी के for whom it is beneficial and for whom it is not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any types of fasting, like
Not
as we
really. So
discussed,
people,
it's
if
like
we are
16?
recommending intermittent to someone, then we gradually start. Basically, directly 16 hours wala fasting, it's like the highest wala. So we started slow. के पहले window, eating
12
window
hours?
ज़्यादा रखते हैं, fasting window कम रखते हैं, and then gradually we lower the fasting. We lower the eating window gradually. Basically, directly we cannot challenge a person to start with 18 hours of fasting, you know.
All right.
That person might not be able to stick on to it.
But if the fasting actually is working for someone and he has started for doing it for like continuously 16 hours every day, can he also increase that time? Because I have like read somewhere that if you continue your fasting for a longer period of time, your body totally detoxifies.
No, not
That
at
72 hours
not at
wala
all,
bhi,
not at all, not at all.
is
So
nothing
in
like
that, you know,
हाँ.
you're just putting your body in a lot of stress. And like we discussed, कि अगर आपको उसमें weight loss हो रहा है या results आ रहे हैं, it is going to bounce back because you're losing all your healthy weight. आपका muscle loss हो रहा है, आपका water loss हो रहा है, you're losing your sodium, your salts, your electrolytes, and your basic, like your brain, the brain identifies only carbs as a source of energy. So at no point you can devoid yourself completely of carbs, you know. So वो brain को आपको feed करना पड़ता है basically.
Okay, because I've also read that it helps in, you know, curing some of the diseases, like smaller diseases. I don't know in detail.
See, ideally, if so diets like say intermittent fasting or the other trendy are the keto diets, you know, so the high fat diet, जो अभी unfortunately weight loss के लिए किया जा रहा है, but technically on papers backed by scientific research, keto diet was started to you know, cure diseases like your Parkinson's, you know. तो जो old age में problem होती है, where you have a memory loss, ideally keto diet is proven to cure Parkinson's.
Okay.
It's now that it's become a fad, it's a rage, and it's used for weight loss. But ideally, it is not meant for that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So recently my friend introduced me to this hydrogen water. Pehle I was thinking what exactly it is, because there is already so much going on, like alkaline water is there, RO is there, and now this hydrogen water,
Right.
what it is. And so I started reading about it, and then I got to know that already the Japanese athletes are using it, and it's quite getting popularity in India as well.
Right.
I've seen some celebrities also endorsing it. So I want to understand, like, it has like some rich antioxidant properties. I want to know that is there a science behind it, or is it just another marketing thing for the brands?
So hydrogen water is basically your regular water which is infused with extra
Yes.
hydrogen,
Huh.
basically. Now there are claims which say that hydrogen water improves digestion, it boosts your energy,
Yeah.
antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, like you said.
Yeah.
So basically, there are some studies which are showing that so antioxidant properties जो हैं उसकी उससे basically it reduces the it reduces your free radical damage, so it fights the lowers the oxidative stress basically. And उससे क्या होता है आपका with the chronic diseases are linked to it, like aging and other things, तो उसमें benefit होता है. But again, small studies have shown we need more evidence, we need more data to back this up theory. Secondly, when we talk about boosting energy, okay, now when you have hydrogen water, it says that आपका energy levels better होते हैं. Post exercise recovery is better for muscles. This is owing to its anti-inflammatory property. Okay, उसके वजह से ये benefit है. So again, there are these small. So science is yet evolving. We need more data to back up all these studies. But there are some small studies which are supporting these. This data basically.
They have a lot of science-backed papers. I have also gone through it. And
yeah, see, but when we talk about the anti-inflammatory properties, the antioxidant properties, even your so hydration is important. We all know water is important. So water is anyways required for your good to keep up your muscle levels, to keep up your energy levels and stuff. But ये hydrogen किस frontier पे कितना beneficial है, that evidence needs. Is it required for everyone? People who are not able to have it, are they missing out on something? कि आपका जो people who are prone to say gas, indigestion, bloating, a good hydration is a must for them. Antioxidant, they do need a diet which is rich in antioxidants. So we anyways recommend them, like your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, and of course now hydrogen water as it's claiming to be. But is it कि उसके बगैर ये सब treat नहीं होगा? That intensive research is what I am saying that it is lagging basically. Okay, but there is no harm if you have the budget for it, if you are able to enjoy it, then you can go for it basically. Yeah, but science is yet evolving. We need more stronger evidence basically.
Okay, so does it really, the hydrogen water, does it really help in the gut issues, the skin?
So when it comes to gut health, it does have anti-inflammatory properties. Okay, so it is said that it improves your digestion in your gut by promoting a good gut microbiome, by increasing your healthy gut bacteria, so which improves your digestion basically. So, but like I said, that we need more evidence in this.
All right, because it also says that it helps in skin problems, and they have already there are cases where people have seen improvement in their psoriasis. Skin psoriasis.
Correct.
I am not sure how true is that, but I have
certain cases, yes, certain cases there has been benefit. So it also, because hydrogen, it's making your body, it is आपका pH balance उसको improve कर रहा है, like it is making more alkaline, and so that is one thing because of which people have seen some results. In terms of their medical conditions like psoriasis and stuff, but it is like it's like an holistic thing. Like you need more supporting thing, like not just the hydrogen water stand alone, but it needs your other intervention into it as well basically. So your diet has to be balanced. You have to have like a wholesome balanced diet. with your fruits, your vegetables, your
Yeah.
nuts, your good fiber, your prebiotics, your probiotics, and hydration, of course, is needed. Like your 2.5 liters of water
Yeah.
intake, what we recommend. You know, it is like if you're able to have this hydrogen water, it's like you're doing that extra. You're doing that extra mile. You're doing that extra bit for your body, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our last segment, and this is like a rapid fire round.
Okay.
I have a set of questions for you. I'll just ask, and you can just quickly answer in just
Surely.
one word or one line.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start. If you could bust one wellness myth forever, whether it's about liver detox, gym sets, or protein powders, what it would be?
So the liver detox or the gut cleanse, what you call it, because like I mentioned, we have our kidney, we have our liver, and we have our gut doing that role. You know, so no drink is actually going to create that magic for you. You know, no magic drink is going to replace that benefit what your liver and kidneys are doing. So they are naturally detoxifying yourself.
All right. Okay. If someone's just starting their wellness journey, no fads, no filters, what are 3 psychological and lifestyle friendly tips you'd give them for real results?
Okay, so I always tell them be consistent, set small realistic goals. Very important. Don't come to me if you want to like lose 5 kilos, 10 kilos in a month's time. Set small realistic goals, even you're not demotivated basically.
Yeah.
Okay, and yes, exercise and good sleep.
Okay. What's the worst health advice you have ever heard that people actually follow?
So working out for long hours in the gym. You know, there are some people who like to work out like 2 to 3 hours in the gym,
Yeah.
and once they are out of the gym, they're not paying that much equal attention to the food that they should. You know, so it's like all their efforts are getting wasted, and you need a good 45 minutes to 1 hour of exercise. More than 45 minutes of activity, max 1.5 hour, because minimum heart rate elevate करने के लिए 45 minutes to 50 minutes of workout चाहिए रहता है to get your heart rate elevated and in the fat burning zone.
Okay.
If you attain that, it's fine. So like working out for long hours is totally it's something which I don't recommend.
All right. Name one desi superfood that's better than all those imported super seeds.
I'll say moringa
Okay.
or the drumstick
Yeah.
leaves. You know, so the entire plant, it's like a superfood. The entire you name it, like the seed, the pod, the flower, the leaves, the stem, the bark, everything of that plant is edible and healthy. You know, so it's rich in all your vitamins. It's rich in fiber. It has all 9 essential amino acids, so it's good source of protein, and of course, it's local and affordable.
Okay. What's one mental health habit that's more effective than detox drinks?
Of course, it's like we spoke about meditation and yoga and mindfulness.
Okay. One drink that's super popular but totally useless.
I do not like recommending fruit juices, you know, be it in any combinations, because I tell my client eat the fruit raw rather than juicing it, because you're eliminating the fiber for which we are eating that fruit, you know.
Okay. One underrated Indian superfood that beats all fancy trends.
Here I can say methi seeds, you know, or your fenugreek, basically. So again, local, affordable, and beneficial in everything, like lowering your cholesterol. It's rich in fiber, so it lowers your blood sugar levels. It improves your digestion issues like constipation. It helps in your weight loss journey, and it has certain antioxidants and flavonoids. So again, these tiny seeds, but they're really powerful.
Okay. So that's about it. Like, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me over, and it was an absolute pleasure being
Yes,
here.
there was a lot to learn, to understand, you know, a lot of insights which I think people would relate to. And I'm very happy to have you here.
Thank you
so
again.
much once
Thank
again.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.